Welcome back to Football Coach, episode 46. We're 0-2 to start the season, which is not too worrying in and of itself. We already got our hardest game of the season out of the way, so losing one league game, not a big deal. But it was the nature of the loss and this new update, which our conditions for this game are virtually identical to what we had there. A little bit of wind, 70% chance of rain, it's warm. Okay, moving on from that. We are favorites because we're at home. We are the better team. We got 81 offensive talent to Wake Forest 77. And offensive defensive matchups are pretty close. We have significant advantage in pass protection and a healthy advantage in the rushing game, while we're even in the passing game to their defense. While their rush game and pass game are even with us, but their pass protection is weak. We're going to need to blitz. We're going to probably go for some deeper passes a little more often and try to move the ball, not just rush. But we have an advantage in the rush game. Norman should have a better day, and that was the thing. It was the nature of the loss that has me worried to start this season. Is the new weather update that difficult? Well, I haven't had a chance to see comments from yesterday's video because it just happened yesterday. Recording schedule-wise, I don't record over the weekend, so I needed to get this one out. Now, I'm hoping to have that episode and this episode out before I record the next one, and therefore be able to see those comments and see how it's working for those of you who have played more than one, or soon to be for us, 2 games with the new weather update. Now, I'm going to get a lot more than 1 game in today, and I feel like if we're going to get our wins this season, I'm going to have to manage a fair few of these games. We will bypass some, but I'm going to have to at least partially control, if not fully control, some of them to help us get some victories this season. Also, I think the first time I've ever seen this, our opponent has more injuries than we do, but it's one minor injury. It's one player. It's a good player, but it's one. So it's not serious. But we have nothing 2 games into the season. We're going to defer to the second half and start with defense. It looks like we do have some light rain today. Light rain and a little bit of wind. Okay. Skipping ahead to the first change of possession, already a missed field goal. They got us down to the 16-yard line. So red zone appearance for Wake Forest in the very first possession of the game. But a missed field goal has given us the ball at the 20. Where on the second play, Pierce has had his pass intercepted, his first interception of the season. And now all of a sudden Wake Forest has good field position and the momentum of already a near miss on points. But we stop them. We stop them with a 0-yard rush. Okay, so 2 short rushes after a decent first down gain and field goal defense. A second chance, and that's 3 points. So the punishment for the interception, minor. Pull back inside. Okay, moving the ball so far. All on the ground as we go strong flooding, take the sack, and get forced into a punt. We go from a very moderate 2nd and 4 or 5 into a 3rd and long. That did not work out for us. We pin them deep, but they get a good solid gain on first. But here we are with a 3rd and 7, and we are going to go for the blitz, but they get the 14-yard pass. So it does work out in their favor, and they are suddenly moving the ball. And we come to the end of the first quarter with an offense that has done absolutely nothing, and a defense that has bent but not broken so far. But here we are with defensive line and no stand. It's 10-0. Wake Forest offense finding a way to go, but a 50-yard pass to start the new drive. Hudson Hewitt, 50 yards on that gain. Just a short inside pass. A nice 14-yard run there from Norman, and we are in the red zone and pushing. Edward Douglas has fumbled the ball and lost it, our second turnover of the game. So our offense finally wakes up and turns it over, and here is Wake Forest moving the ball again. doing enough to get a first down there, and they're past midfield. Third and 6. There's a stop. Finally, the defense. A little more bend. Definitely not break, but now we're pinned deep. Curl flats. That's enough for a first down. Play action wheel. Enough for the first down. Halfback slam. Back to back first downs. And a good gain there on the bubble screen. And after 2 plays, another first. And again, 4 verticals going for the end zone. Not going to get there. Another deep pass. And no, now you want to, well, now we kind of have to go deep. Our 3rd turnover of the game. Where's their turnovers? Come on, defense. We've got the better defense. There's a stop at least. A little bit of bend, but minute 57 to go in the half, and our offense has turned the ball over countless times already. Big play there on 3rd and long. We had to go long. Slants middle. Good. Quick slants. Let's get the first down here. Inside run. Inside zone. No. Inside zone again. Yes. First down. We've gone deep too much. We have gone deep too much. What about... Okay, fine on medium passes. Tight end attack. No. Now you want to go deep shot again. Back to medium. Can't do the tight end attack, but we can do others. Play action comebacks. Okay. There we go. First down. Still wanting to go deep. I like the idea, but hold on. What's minute 4? Medium? Yeah, we're still okay for medium. Smash corners. Okay, incomplete pass. See, that gets you stopping the clock. Curl flats. Got the gain. 3rd and 4. 4 down territory? Probably. Don't need it. Got the first. 4 yards. Douglas on that one. 1st and 10, 49 seconds. We're up tempo. We're good there. Oh, we just used a timeout. Okay. Just outside red zone. Tight end attack. Medium pass. Why don't we take something more like a short pass then? Quick slants. Oh, come on. We get sacked on a quick pass? How are you getting sacked on a quick pass? Send the ball where you need to go with it. Now, all of a sudden, medium pass is not a good. And 2nd and 17, we're going to need something a little bit longer, which is clear now. I love the corner strike, but it's not working at the moment. Shallow cross. Big gain, first down. Final timeout, good. 27 seconds, plenty of time to make something happen. 12-yard line. Yes, touchdown. Okay, 10-7. What a way to end the half. Finally, the offense has moved the ball not quite as well as Wake Forest has, but with 3 turnovers to only be down a field goal at the half is lucky, and we're going to get the ball to start the half. We could have the lead. You want to go 4 verticals. Repeating, like, we're just starting the second half. I think any play you run here would be fine. However, they're saying not so. Not so. Short passes. There we go. All hitches, little comeback. That's fine. Oh, big gain, big gain. John Garner, 43 yards on that one. Clearly, we got the turn after the catch as we ran across the middle, and they were playing a little bit deeper, but how he's able to turn and go upfield after the catch is fantastic. Love it. Slot receiver there on the massive 43-yard play, and we've got ourselves a short field. Halfback mid draw. Has worked fantastically. Norman, 21 yards on that one. We're moving the ball today, unlike the other day. But that little screen has not worked. Deep attack is not good when you're at the 12-yard line. Sorry, that's back of the end zone throw kind of stuff, but you got 3 shots down the field, and maybe you only have a safety or 2, and maybe you can push beyond a corner and they don't expect it. Okay, we'll try it. Oh, it almost worked. First and goal. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Halfback dive on the goal line play, and we punch it into the end zone. 14-10. What a way to start the second half. $99-yard return. Well, actually, 101-yard return. A couple yards into the end zone on that one. Brought down at the 1-yard line. Wake Forest back on top. Offense. Let's go again. Halfback sweep weak. Halfback slam. First down. Slants. Another big sack. couple really big negative plays on big sacks, and then 3 turnovers, really hurting us. Deep attack, interception, short pass underneath, 4th turnover of the day. How are we still in this game? Well, we're going to need to stop here. We need to hold them to a field goal if we want to stay in this game. But it's not. It's 24-10. 4 effing turnovers, and they've had 0. Let's get away from the bubble screen here, and let's go inside run. Inside zone works well. Now for the short, another sack, under, and punt. Great. 2 negative plays finally, 3rd and 16, and they still get the first down. Come on, defense. 1st and goal. 3rd and goal. Touchdown. Pick it up into the 4th quarter, 31-14. We have possession. I guess I'll play this drive. Like, this is a must score. We're in 4-down territory already. 1st down. Bubble screen. Halfback McDraw's good. 3rd and 2. Nothing. Changing the play. Going for it on 3rd and 2. Halfback dive. 1st down. Keeps the drive going. 3rd and long. Tight end attack. That's enough for the 1st down. Another 1st down. Norman doing all right today. Halfback stretch on 3rd and 3. That's an iffy play to run, but it goes for the touchdown. We're within 10. 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers. How are we in this game? We kind of are. Must get a stop here. I think we need to get pressure on them. So I'll change the play. We are going to blitz under smoke. Okay. Hold them to 2. Now you can put it in the air, and there's your 3 and out. Just what we needed to get back in this game. 9 minutes left. But going backwards on 1st down and on 2nd, and this time we do need to punt. It's 3rd and 10. Oh, I thought we had to stop. I thought that's game. That's game. Not as bad as the last one, but who was impacted by the situation? Only us. 4 turnovers for us, 0 for them. Side switch. No. Slot outs. Touchdown. Giving ourselves a shot here, trying to come back, but it's so late. We had an awful first half and the 4 turnovers, and we have got to... Everything's got to be a blitz from here. Cover 1, Robert. That's at least 1 blitz. There you go. 3rd and 8. We're still going to blitz. We are still going to blitz here. Free safety. There we go. We're going to get the ball back with 2:20, but we're down 10. We're down 10. We have to go deep. Have to. 4 verticals. Drive. Drive. Wide corner, yes. Smash digs, yes. Now we're getting the even less effective. It's 3rd and 2. Take a medium instead. Okay. Well, what about a short? We got 1:22 left in this game. Yes, we'll go short here. We desperately need to get a 1st down. Quick slants. Chance to go out of bounds on that one. Yeah! That worked out perfectly. That worked out perfectly. The short dump. 1:03. Okay. Yeah. Levels? No. Let's not go deep. We are out of deep. Ooh, medium's the problem here. And long. Okay, we're in short territory here. Curl flats, that gives you a chance to either go out of bounds or maybe get in the end zone, so we'll take it. 55 seconds. There we go. We got a couple plays that could work, and the shallow cross gives you 3 guys in that shorter zone, 1 in the back of the end zone. We'll take it. Touchdown! 50 seconds left. 38-35. Hell of a comeback here. The 4 turnovers. Without them, we dominate this game, or at least we dominate the second half. Onside kick, 100% without a doubt, but we don't get it. We do not get it. We still have 3 timeouts, though. We still have 3 timeouts, so we are going to blitz and go big, engage 8. We stop them. Cover 1. That's 5 guys going in. We could take that. 33 seconds left. 3rd and 7. Again, aggressive. They don't have very good pass protection. Outside linebacker blitz. There you go. We got the stop. They are going to punt with 29 seconds. We're going to get a shot at this thing. And we have 1 timeout left. 19 seconds remain, though. Change play. And we are going to very much go... What can we do? Only 4 from there. Let's go back. Deep passes. Is there anything here that's not double penalty? Because obviously we have to go deep, but that doesn't mean 19 seconds and a timeout, right? Deep attack. Okay, that gives us 3 guys going deep. But you know they're going to take it. Play action's not going to do anything. I think you take what you can get on the first play. There's what we get. Now we've got a Hail Mary. 14 seconds left. No, we don't need a Hail Mary. Yeah, we kind of do. We kind of do. Okay, Hail Mary it is. Second chance. Final play. We lose by 3. Better performance. Get almost 600 yards. Almost 600 yards. That's a win, if not for 4 turnovers. That is a comfortable win, if not for 4 turnovers. We had 430 yards in the air with a young, junior quarterback, but first-year quarterback. Rushing game was definitely better. It was better than theirs. We just ran it half as much as they did. Dominated the game and everything but one stat. And that was the difference maker. We saw in one of those first couple of turnovers, short field, one of them, they scored a touchdown. One of them was a field goal. Those 10 points, right? There's your win right there. Take those away. Stop a drive, don't score. That's fine. We don't have to turn that into points ourselves, but we punt that and give them a long field. They got 38 points on the day, but they got a lot of those points off those turnovers. A lot of them. That was just 2 of those drives. I don't remember what happened on each of the 4, but clearly, a couple things. 1, our home field advantage is dropping. If we can get enough wins this year, we can get back into that A+ and bring that back up a little bit. But 2, 4 turnovers, clearly, without a doubt, was the difference in this game. Good day from the quarterback. Better day. The weather conditions clearly impacted things. We had 2 interceptions, and our backup running back fumbled the ball. We got sacked 6 times. They had 0. Are you kidding me? We have a good offensive line, and we get sacked 6 times. They have a weak offensive line. We got 0 sacks. We blitzed plenty, and we had 0 sacks. They had 0 turnovers. They had 0 sacks. How in the world were we even in this game? We were gunslinging, and yet we still somehow lose. But the reason is obvious, right? Douglas with a fumble. It was 3 Was it 3? Oh, it was 3 interceptions. Pierce, 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the day. First injury of the season to cornerback Chaney. Chaney was the one who we accidentally didn't redshirt in that first year. Then we redshirted him last year when he should have been a regular. This year, he's our top cornerback. He is an 81 base, just a sophomore, and he's good durability. Not playing any extra. He was not workhorse or anything, just normal amount, but he gets hurt anyway. But hey, that's 1 injury in 3 games. That overall is not bad. That was a record for passing yards in a game for us, but also number of times being sacked. That was our record for yardage and pass yards. and sacks allowed and 20 plus yard plays. So between the sacks allowed and the 4 turnovers, we somehow lose our best ever offensive performance. I wanted to test the quick sim and see how it is with the new weather update, and it's worked out in our favor. We were not favorites for this game. Vanderbilt was the stronger team. This was our out-of-conference Pacific. They're in the pack now. They replaced us. They were 2-1 to start the season, and they were 81 offense, 80 defense, and we were on the road with rain conditions again. This time we forced 5 turnovers, holding them to 17 points. Norman added 3 rushing touchdowns in the game to claim victory. And with no new injuries, we still only have the 1 through, 4 games now? Yeah, 1-3 overall is not great, but we're well on our way to getting a few wins. We definitely have more home games ahead of us than what we have behind us. We've done 1 home game and 3 road games so far, leaving us with 4-4 the rest of the way. And none of the teams left on the calendar are overly tough. So far in the North Division, everyone is 2-2 or worse. And so far in the South Division, Memphis is the only team with a winning record in the entire conference. And they are who we play next. 2-0 in conference, 3-1 overall, 79-80 for their ratings, where SMU is actually better. And South Florida, they've just had a little bit of a rough start to their seasons. They are the 5-star teams after all. In fact, everybody is now 3 stars and below besides those 2 5-star teams. And then we also add a 3-star where they only have a couple up there. It's definitely the tougher of the conferences, tougher of the divisions in the conference here. But right now we are level with Hawaii and Tulane, but we are also 77th in the rankings at 1-3. They do not like us this season, and it's going to be difficult to build any prestige. But we're looking at a schedule with a lot of winnable games. But we're also looking at a year where we are not ahead of the majority of these teams. I mean, I'm looking at Tulane, about the same. Hawaii's about the same. South Florida's better. Memphis, about the same. SMU is better. Syracuse. Temple, the only team in the upper division, that's a little bit tougher. Wake Forest. Tulsa. East Carolina, Indiana. The whole group is similar or weaker than we are. We've got opportunities to win games. The consistency of doing that, though, has been the downfall season after season after season. The coaches, right, that the play calling's better, but we don't have bonuses. I don't know. There's so much that can happen, and right now I'm just as much concerned about the weather as I am about anything else, maybe more so. But this is a team that will be capable of winning some games. We have 8 left. I think we could easily go 4-4 in those 8 games, because even Memphis, the best record opponent we have left, is beatable, identical in numerical value as what we are. This is going to be a very short episode compared to normal. I gave an update to this in the PCM series for those who don't watch both. So it's a week and a half from the tax deadline. I do my business taxes between the daycare, the channel, and coaching. There's different sources of income. There's a lot going on, and the business expenses are way harder to do than regular personal tax returns would be. So I've got a lot of work to do, and I work 75 hours a week as it is, so it's really hard to just squeeze in more things. And on top of it, we're entering spring, and it's spring cleaning and some spring projects outdoor to get done. And volleyball starts in at the time that you're seeing this, a couple days from now. So I've got a lot going on for the next couple of weeks. I am going to be cutting down to 3 episodes a week, and it's this episode. It's the Sunday episode that will be absent for the next couple of weeks, but then I will return to 4 episodes at a time. So today we get a short one. Those next couple of Sundays, they won't be there, but we'll be back to 4 episodes a week after that as we continue on with our journey. Now's a good time before we do our outro. Just a little comparison of where we are at. 25 is our school attribute rating, and you can see we're still behind, but only just to the entire group. Up here, we're ahead of Tulsa. We are ahead of Tulsa. We have passed somebody up. And again, the others, not far away. The entire conference, 33 is the highest. We're 8 behind. Still got a ways to go to catch them, to overtake them, to have something to boost us up, to out-recruit them. Prestige will certainly help. Adding a little more money, adding in another 2 or 3 levels so that we can be in the middle of the group as opposed to being ahead of 1 out of a dozen, right? Being 11th out of 12 is not particularly helpful in that department. But add in a few more points and suddenly we are within a point, give or take, of most of the conference. Add in that second prestige point and maybe that third prestige point or star, and suddenly it's a whole different ballgame at that point. And I think you can start consistently beating these guys not only on the field but to their recruits that they're after and whatnot. So yeah, we're not far. We are not far from being a regular bowl game team and building up. But this year is just a little bit of a challenge as we are really rebuilding that defense for the first time in a long time. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.